Hello everyone, this is Anne from Odulcina Scrap. I am back today with the continuation, the part 2 of this junk journal cover. So we're gonna do the inside. I started with an envelope, so there's gonna be a pocket and with a special closure. So I'm starting with the initial paper that I took to create the cover. So I'm using the other side of it to decorate the inside. And it's pretty easy. I mean, I just want to decorate the envelope with fancy paper, design paper, music sheet, that kind of stuff. And add some pockets because you don't do that much with the inside of a junk journal cover. You just want to add pockets actually, but because it's an envelope, at the back of the cover, this section, you already have a big pocket, an envelope, so we're gonna use that one. So I've been using the music sheet that I have, and the way I glue it is, well, I shut down the envelope correctly, but because the envelope is not that straight at the edge, I'm gonna put the glue on 3 sides on the paper and right on the envelope for the last section where it's opening. So this way, I am sure that the paper will be glued correctly to the envelope and will not leak and shut down the envelope. This is the trick to glue something that is not perfectly aligned or straight like the envelope. And I'm gonna use one of my labels to create kind of a hook for the closure. So I'm just going through the ones that I already have on my table that are already fussy cutted, and I want to add a little button because I'm gonna twist either a thread or a lace, something, a ribbon. The best thing to do to sew your button is to pre-do the holes. So you just punch them before, and this will help when you're with the thread to not force against the cardstock to do the sewing. So this is what I'm doing here, and then it's gonna be easier to just sew the button with, I just use a regular sewing thread. So I'm gonna use the inside of the label to kind of do my little knot. So it's gonna be all hidden at the end because I'm gonna glue this part to the shot of the envelope. So I just sew it like you would do for any sewing of a button. And you can use like rulers or little pieces of cardboard to keep a space between your label and the button because you don't want to sew the button too close to the cardboard. You want a little gap so you can twist the thread around the closure thread or the ribbon around the button. So that's why we don't glue it. It's really important that you keep a gap there so you can go with the ribbon around the button. If you noticed on the music sheet, there's some modeling paste that I applied with a stencil. So I'll link below a tutorial video that I created in the past to show how I do the modeling paste with a stencil. It's really easy to do, it's fun to do, and I do them in advance. So I watch a video and I do a bunch of them all together. Then I clean my space and I have a stash of modeling paste already on music sheets or regular paper. You buy those peel and stick envelope, they stay sticky, so you can use any powder like baby powder or cornstarch to remove the glue. So now it's not sticky anymore and it's good to go. I'm gonna use this ribbon. It's kind of a tool, and you have a bunch of them in my package for tassels. Either colors. You even have some with some blue. in those tassels and in some of the ribbons, the fancy yarns on wood cloth pins. So you twist around the button first, you apply the good tension, and then you glue it on the other side. And then I'm gonna use a piece of fabric to hide everything, but that could have been just a flower, a fussy cut, uh, anything, just to hide it and glue it a little bit better. I love to use a ribbon or fabric, chiffon silk, sari silk in the middle like that. It hides well the middle of the junk journal cover, but it adds some strength to the spine of the journal, I find. So when I'm going to sew through it, it would look great, but at the same time, it is more sturdy than just the paper of the envelope. So we're going to create a pocket for the cover here. I just have that piece of paper that is the perfect size right now. I'm folding the two edges because it's going to look better when it's folded than just one layer, and it's a little bit more sturdy too because you have two layers of paper, so it's a little bit less easy to tear the paper when you slide things inside the pocket. And then we just need to decorate this paper. So in another version that I've done, I've used the white fabric to kind of create a background to this lace that we could see through a lot, and I didn't want to see the stripes, the pink stripes. So that's a way to do it. And now for this one, I have this cute vintage doily. And because it's a solid cotton in the middle, it is perfect to hide the stripes. But otherwise, I could have add like a piece of fabric behind it to kind of remove the focus on the stripes that we would see through. So I just need to glue everything down. And I'm sorry, I've lost a portion of my video. I don't know what happened. It didn't record, I guess. So what I've done is I decorated that doily with just a little piece of cheesecloth, and I create a bow with my fancy yarns that I love, because when I create a bow with the fancy yarns, it is not as bulky as with a ribbon or a chiffon silk or a sari silk. So that's it. That's the end of the project, and I added that little cute fussy cut girl on the music sheet. I sell those little girl in a bundle. They've been fussy cut with my Cricut machine. I'm gonna put the link in the description below, and there is a digital kit that is coming this week, so you can do your own fussy cut and play with that. Have a blessed week, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.